Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening. Hi. Sorry. Hi, starting around the place. Good evening. Let's see who's coming on to join us because we're going to make a cocktail. Both excited and scared. So hello, everybody. My name's Kate. For those who don't know me, hi. Hi, I'm Kate from Sip and Share. We're streaming on lovely little Quakers. I feel cute in a lovely little Quaker team page. And all of the Sip and Share page and the membership page and YouTube. It's all go. But as long as you remember, you are Gincredible. That's all you need to remember. That's all you need to focus on. If you're joining us this evening, let us know what you're drinking. We're also going to announce the winner of the competition. And talking of winners of competitions, this sounds like a really cheesy intro, Paul. Oh, hi, Heather. Don't write a report or just write really good things. Let's bring Paul on. Hi, Paul.
Hi there, how are you doing? You all right?
Yeah, good. Wow, you've started already. Hi, cheers. What have you got in the glass? What's in there? It looks fruity. What have you got in there?
Yeah, so this is our Quaker Gin Original with hibiscus, Merchant's Heart hibiscus tonic, some raspberries and a couple of slivers of cucumber.
Very posh.
Yeah, it's a very sophisticated G&T tonight.
Just like yourself, sir. Very sophist.
That's right.
That's all the cool kids say, apparently.
Yeah.
Hi, Louise, going in with the Sunshine Gin. Well, Paul and I have decided. Oh, wait a minute. Before we tell everybody what we're doing tonight, we just need to get something out of the way. Because it's one of those things, Paul, you can't have it there. You want to talk about it and you can't, because I've brought my big gold circles out for you tonight. I thought, I'll put my big gold circles on. Have you got something to tell the group?
Yes, so obviously our gold medals arrived today for the Quaker Gin Original. So you can just see it there. The gold medal is on there. I'll have to send you a gold medal, won't I?
About time someone did.
Yeah, I'll send you a gold medal. So it's arrived the gold medals arrived for our CWSA, so the China Wine and Spirits Awards. So we entered that and we found out it was mid-August, and on a slow boat from China, the medals have finally arrived today. So fantastic.
Congratulations. That must feel wonderful. Well done.
Yeah,
so that's for your Quaker. Pretty good. So how are your thumbs today? Have we been...
I think what did I put on, about 50, 60 medals on today before I started getting a bit bored, and I was like, right, I want to do some distilling, but I'll do the mundane labelling task today.
I was going to say, there's only one thing better than adding a gold sticker to your award-winning gin, and that's going and making it. Is that right?
That's tomorrow. Tomorrow, the still will be fired up tomorrow in the new premises, so that'll be cool.
Oh yeah, we've got big plans. We're moving house, aren't we? Wow.
We're moving house. Yes, we're moving house. Hopefully, just the premises license left now. All my distillery licenses have moved over. So fingers crossed, nobody's objecting or anything like that. And I think everything should be okay. We've been in touch with all the local people that we need to be in touch with, and everyone's been pretty good. So,
and to be honest, Paul, failing that, you just need to walk around town with your gold sticker and your bronze sticker, and just who would object to this?
Gold medal winner, yeah.
Gold medal winner, exactly. Well, that's very exciting. So new premises, right? So we're going to make a cocktail, aren't we?
We are, yeah. We're gonna use the sunshine. I am, yes.
Right, we did some cocktails the other night in the membership group. And with one of the members joined us. Now it's just us. We're going with sunshine, and I've got some ingredients, and I've got a little bit freestyle as well, to be honest. So what are we making?
So we are going to make our variation on a passion fruit martini.
Nice.
And we're going to use the sunshine gin. So into my shaker, where I've got lots of ice going in.
Right, now remember from last week, don't we, that we're going to have to go slow because I am crap at cocktails. So ice going in.
Yep.
Oh, look, there's my tonic. Right, sorry about the sound, everybody. This is audio and visual. You're getting entertainment all angles. Right, ice in.
Ice in, yep. We're going to put, it should be a double measure of sunshine, but we're going to tip a little bit more in there as well.
You've gone to double on a bit for luck, have you?
Double in a bit, yeah. I'm having to use a miniature because, believe it or not, apart from the Super Bowls, I don't have any of my own gin in the house.
Pulled out of your own gin. It's all like bloody members buying it all. Stocking.
No, it's not. It's me and Leanne drinking it on a weekend. So, also into here, we're going to put a single measure of. I've got some nice passion fruit liqueur.
Now, I don't have that.
You're improvising, aren't you?
Yeah. So I've got some like passion fruit puree stuff. So I'm just gonna glug of that in.
Glug of that in, yeah. Glug of that in.
In.
And then I'm going to put some vanilla syrup in there as well. So about 20 mils of vanilla syrup.
Bloody got that, Paul, much to my amazement.
Well done. So yeah, not quite a full one, maybe 3/4 of the jigger there in the small one.
Okay, it's never been opened. Sean says, if you add fruit, it doesn't make one of your 5 a day, Paul. So that's where we've all been going wrong, Sean. Right, so let's have a bit of this. Okay, we're in.
And then into there, I'm going to put some like passion fruit juice. I think we've got some exotic fruit juice here. So I'm just going to pour.
Right, I'm going to go with, I've put my passion fruit, whatever it is in, cocktail puree. I'm just going to leave that and I might pop tonic. It's very fruity and kind of, all up in Darlington and Darlow, isn't it? It's all very, cocktails and it's like Tom Cruise.
We're a sophisticated bunch in the Northeast,
Oh, never knew that. No one told me.
Monty Darlow, it's not...
Monty Darlow, that's
Monty
it.
Darlow. Right, we're going to give that a good shake. Okay.
Tom Cruise, Stephen at Daisy.
Oh, yeah, I wish.
Yeah. So we added with pies, which meaning, well, that's us. What tool have you got there?
So I've got just a. There we go.
Oh, nice. You're straining. I'm not straining because I've left it downstairs. All the gear, no idea. Just going. I'm going to top with tonic because I feel like that's going to be very strong, which is a good thing. Right. Bit of that. So what are we calling this again?
It's a passion fruit martini. Yeah, very basic recipe, but the sunshine gin works really well with it because you've got that passion fruit, the mango, the pineapples, so it just works really, really well. So, cheers.
Cheers. I've got a massive glass. Not even in a classic glass. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? A little bit of vanilla does a good job.
Yeah, the vanilla just gives it a little bit of sweetness and just, yeah.
Oh, we know, Stephen. We know you weren't being mean. We were only joking. He's calling
him again, is he?
Oh, you distillers. Tom Cruise with pies. He's calling himself that. We'll get him on the next one. He'll be there. Cocktail making. We're yet to see it,
Wow. Yeah. I don't want one of his boring ones. I want him to go full shakes.
So nice. I would never think of adding. Not that I think about cocktails very often, but the vanilla does a good job with your sunshine, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And with, as I say, with the sunshine gin, it works really, really well. It helps that it's got that fruit base in there, so it works really well with any fruity cocktail, really. I mean, like the one we made on Friday night with the pineapple juice and the lime. Really, really nice long drink for the summer. That one. Really.
Don't forget the key ingredient, which I sent my kids up for the next morning: the lemon curd.
The lemon curd.
Don't forget that. That's the first time ever.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a really nice one. I like that one.
So, what are we distilling tomorrow? Are we on sunshine? Are we on ruby red? What are we doing?
We're doing rum tomorrow. We're doing rum.
Tell us a bit about your rum. We've not talked about rum enough.
So this is our rum, Black Diamond. So so again, Black Diamond named after as you know, because a fan of Monty Darlow and a little bit about our history. Darlington, birthplace of the railways. It's where it all started, and Black Diamond was the third train to run on the railway, and I just thought it made a really cool name for a rum. anyone who knows me knows how passionate I am about my hometown, about Darlington Football Club, everything to do with Darlington. So passionate. The label itself has got little hidden references to the town. So we've got the town clock in there, we've got the train in there, and we've got other little bits and pieces in there, as well as a bit of blurb on the back about the Black Diamond. Wanted to do something and come up with a name. And I was talking to some of the people in the Railway Museum about where they sell our gin, and they talked to me about Black Diamond being the third train, because Locomotion 1 didn't, which was the very first one, didn't sell it as a rum, didn't quite work. Locomotion rum, not quite feeling that. And then they said, what about Black Diamond? I was like, oh, yeah, I'm having that.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Yeah, Black Diamond rum.
List of trains, Locomotion 1.
No.
Darlington 1. No. Black Diamond. Yeah.
Black Diamond, that works. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's full of, so when we distill it, we have pineapple, we have bananas in there. We get a really nice sweet base. Then we have caramel and vanilla notes coming through. We put it in a barrel. We leave it in the barrel for up to 3 months with some vanilla pods, some cloves, some styrene. So you get a really subtle spice in there. But it's a really nice rum. And I think what we find is when we do the markets and things like that, people see rum and go, oh, I don't like rum. I'm not for me, not rum. No, don't like rum. And we encourage them to try it, and they smell it. They smell the caramel, they smell the salted caramel, the vanilla, and they're like, oh, that smells amazing. And they try it, and they're like, oh, oh, oh. And it just converts so many people into rum. And then they go off, and a few of my mates who would never, ever drink rum are now seasoned rum drinkers and got right into it, because it starts them off. And I think that's what we wanted. We wanted something that would get, well, my challenge was to get Leanne, my wife, to drink rum.
Nice. Good challenge.
Yeah, that was my challenge. And she likes that rum. She likes that rum with a ginger ale and a slab of lime in there. And it's really, really nice. It's such an easy drink to drink.
Do you find that with people who, some people say, I don't talk to them, to be honest, Paul, if they do say this, but they say I don't drink gin, and I just instantly, I shut the chat bot down, I walk. And people that say they don't drink gin, and I kind of go, oh, okay, try this, try this one, or, and I guess it's the same with rum now. Certainly rum's having that resurgence, isn't it? People have been talking about that for a little while, but how long ago did you start making rum? Where does that fit in your gin spirits journey? Where did rum come in?
It's been going for about a year now, about just over a year, about a year and a half. It was something I always wanted to do even when I started out on the journey, was to have a gin and a rum. I love watching the American moonshining and all stuff like that. That whole idea of just sitting in the woods with fire and the still and all that, I just think, oh, yeah, it's amazing. And they're always making rums and whiskies and stuff. And I just wanted to make a rum. And I knew in my head what I wanted it to taste like. I wanted that caramel, the vanillas and stuff like that. And then I put, when you play about with the recipes, you eventually get it and you go, wow, that's it. That is the one. So, yeah. I've got plans for others. I've got loads of recipes, but obviously, as you know, it's hard work when you're working full time to just come and do all these things. So slowly but surely we'll get there. Do you have a tiny little micro baby still that you practice on, or that Leanne? Do you let Leanne do it? Leanne tasting, or is she making? Leanne's sort of, well, she started making. She started learning. But yeah, Leanne's skill set in all of this is her palate. She has a tremendous palate. She, has the ability to pick flavors out. I'm useless at it. I know what I like, but I can't smell it and things like that. I can't smell botanicals very well. My sense of smell is terrible. But Leanne has a really good palate and a really good sense of smell, so she can pull out certain notes. And it's like, right, try that, and it'd be like, that didn't work, or oh no, that's really nice like that. So yeah, every single gin that we brought out has to pass Leanne's seal of approval first.
Leanne's test. So is the Black Diamond rum, is that the only rum you do at the moment? Have you got other plans? I mean, I know, right, busy. It's not we're making this stuff from scratch. You can't just import it and it arrive, especially in the size of your still as it stands at the moment.
Yeah. So there is plans for more. So we've got the Quaker gins, and we've got our range of Quaker gins, and then the Black Diamond.
Remind us of the gins. Remind us of your family.
So we have
And I'll match you.
Quaker Gin Original. Yeah, multi-award winning. So bronze in the IWSC and gold in China. So, yep.
Nice.
It's, yeah, really nice London dry gin, that one. Lots of flavour, depth of flavour in that one. We've got our quirky Ruby Red, the Talking Point gin.
Yes. Tell us about
the bronze medal. So this one's infused with the grapes from red wine. So we make the gin and then we infuse it with red wine grapes, and that's what gives it this wonderful dark colour. It's, I think the best description I've heard of this was from yourself. First time you tried it, it's like someone's used a glass of red wine in and then not washed it out and put a gin and tonic in it. I love that. I absolutely love that.
Sorry about that. I mean, I would like to say, Paul, that was about 4 months ago, but I can honestly say I don't think my descriptions have got any better. So I don't think anything's been more sophisticated. So are you the only people making that sort of gin? I mean, that's quite unusual. I nearly said weird. I don't mean weird.
Yeah, this one here, I think there's only one other distiller that I'm aware of in the world that does that, and that's Four Pillars in Australia. I think they do a Bloody Shiraz, it's called.
Ah, yes, they do.
Yeah, that's the only other one that I'm aware of that does it. It obviously, it's a bit like the Rome, it takes time and things like that, but it's really quirky, it's really popular, and it's a good talking point when you're on the stalls and stuff. And then we've obviously got the Sunshine.
We do.
Yeah. Which has been so popular the last few months. Originally, it was going to be a limited edition. Last year, we brought it out for the summer.
Right. Oh, last year was it?
Yeah, we brought it out, but it was only available for probably 3 months last year. It was like a limited edition, and it went so well that we brought it back this year. And it's proved so popular this year that we're not going to take it off sale. We're just going to keep it going.
Yay!
Because it's gone so well. It's gone so well. We've got our blueberry, which again we infuse with blueberries in create a blueberry syrup with blueberries and infuse it afterwards because blueberries are really difficult flavour to get through. But yeah, that's proved quite popular. And then
that one, Paul. How long has the blueberry one been going? I always forget about blueberry.
That's been going about last year. We brought it out last year. We got a lot of people on the stalls. Did the usual? Do you do rhubarb? Do you do
okay.
Yeah. Do you do flavours? I'm like, yeah, it's gin flavour.
It starts with a J. It's called a juniper.
Exactly. And as you tried the Sunshine on Friday night, it's a gin first and foremost, and then you get that lovely sweetness from the fruits. And blueberry was the first sort of flavoured gin, if you like. It's still a gin. It tastes like a gin. It's very juniper heavy, but then you get that nice aftertaste come through of the blueberries and the sweetness that brings. So, like all our gins, there's a depth of flavour to them that comes with it. And then the one that's coming out in the next month, we're just waiting for the new labels for this. This is a strawberry and raspberry gin.
Last week you didn't have that to hand, unless I
didn't. So
this is exciting.
It's bottled up, ready, waiting. So this one is really complex. It has 6 weeks infusing with raspberries and strawberries, so you really get that depth of flavour in there from the strawberries and raspberries. It takes forever. It's all natural. There's no syrups in there. There's no sugars. The sweetness that you get in that gin is purely from having the strawberries and the raspberries in there for 6 weeks. And yeah, I'm really excited about that one because I really like that flavour. It's really nice.
Is Leanne there with you?
She's in the background, yes.
Leanne, could you just pass Paul a pen, please, preferably a Sharpie, and just write the word Kate on K-A-T. Yeah. That's exciting. So you're waiting for labels. So how long are we going?
So we're a matter of days away from that, but we're going to probably use that as a launch for the new distillery to do that. Yeah, so as we launch the new distillery, bring the new gin out. Really excited. I mean, because it's all natural, that you get sediment in there and all sorts, and it's like this is going to be a real, I call it my spit and sawdust gin because it's done naturally. There's absolutely zero artificial colours in there. That lovely deep pink colour. That lovely deep pink colour that you see in there is purely from the fact that it's got 6 weeks sitting with raspberries and strawberries, and the sediment in the bottom, which gets that flavour in there. So yeah, it's going to be it's again a bit of a talking point gin. So
I can feel your passion and love, and almost at the fact you've said it takes 6 weeks. Right? 6 weeks. This is not a 2 hours off the still situation. This is 6 weeks. I can feel the attention to detail. So I bet you can't wait to get into your new premises and launch that new product.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what we pride ourselves on, is the quality of our produce. Quaker Gin Original, was like a year in the making. The depth of flavour that's in there, complexity behind it. We've wanted to gather a reputation in the industry for having good quality gins that are maybe a little bit quirky, that have got funny flavours in there that people sit there and think, wow, that's really interesting flavours. The reaction we get when people try Quaker Gin Original for the first time on the stalls and things like that, try it neat, see what you think, and they get the zing of the citrus, then they get the sweetness coming through afterwards, that creamy flavour that comes on the tongue and stuff, and it's like, wow, that is amazing.
I think one of the other things that you can happily take reputation for is for being one of the nicest teams on the UK distillery circuit. If there was such thing as a distillery,
distillers circuit,
just created it. You guys, the attention to detail you put into stuff, and just the communication and the conversation we have all the time is really nice. Really nice. She says it in a cheesy way.
It's a nice community. It's quite niche what we do. It's someone asked me about my youngest child, Brooke. She must be really cool at school because her parents have got really cool distilling jobs and stuff.
Yeah,
I never thought of it that way before, but it is quite a cool job, isn't it? I know in my real job, my day job, the one that pays the bills. When you go to networking events, it's like, it's pretty boring. What do you do? Or I'm in charge of a site that makes plastic trays and stuff. And it's a great job. I love my job, and if my boss is watching, I really like my job. But it's really interesting. It's good, but it's like, it doesn't sound very interesting, does it? But when you say I'm a gin distiller at a networking event, it's like, what happened? It's like everyone flocked to see the gin distiller. It's and have you got any samples? That's probably the most common thing that I get asked.
Hey, look, even I'm getting asked that all the time now. I'm starting in this world. Everybody goes, "Oh, it's all right for you," and I go, "Yeah, I spend 90% of my time on camera or on the phone. That's my." I don't know. I'm not. I wish I was sat by a pool, just sipping it, taking selfies. But we'll get there.
Yeah, I know. I get that all the time. You get me freebies, and people see my boot when I open my boot up, and it's like full of boxes of gin and stuff. And they're like, "Oh, have you got samples?" I'm like, "No, they're all for customers."
Yeah.
And I think you hit the nail on the head there when you said about the passion and the gin circuit, and we do like to talk to the other distillers. There's a good vibe going on in the Northeast right now. I think probably a year, 18 months ago, everyone was talking about Yorkshire gins and the gin scene in Yorkshire. Well, the Northeast is coming on strong. There's ourselves, there's Daisy, there's Pitwheel, there's the guys up at Heppel, Durham. You've got this really strong distillery network starting to develop in the Northeast, and I think it's really important that we do look out for each other. There's only a few of us, and we are quite niche. Yeah, but it's nice to be nice.
It is, and do you know what? It makes such a big difference as well, because I was actually recording a podcast for somebody yesterday, and they were talking about different gins and where they come from, and I made the exact same point. I said I've listed a few, and they all seem to be in the Northeast, and I've never been up that way. Yeah, I seem to know a lot of distillers up there, and I think we all talk, and the community thing is so important, isn't it? And I think there's one thing, the products will speak for themselves, but you guys are incredibly. Alex Stevens trying to get Northeast distillers trending.
I started that hashtag with him yesterday. I was having a chat to him. I said, we should start this hashtag Northeast Distillers, and why not?
Don't give me ideas like this, folks. I will be on Twitter a long enough time. So we've got. I tell you what, you need to tell us about quickly before we do the competition winner, because I have the name right here. Baubles.
Christmas baubles, yes.
Christmas bauble. Leanne? Have you got a bauble that you can pass Paul so we can see what?
I'm picking about over there, isn't it? So it's Christmas baubles. Let's talk while Leanne looks for one. One of them daft things that we did last year for a bit of daft, and then you get carried away and realise that actually the demand is outstripping the supply.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're like, whoa, that really took off. So getting a little bit more prepared for it. I think we put it on the website last year. I think we made 20 boxes of Christmas baubles, six baubles in a box. I think it was £20 last year. All our different gins, and one of them was rum. And yeah, within 15 minutes it all sold out. And it was like, wow, that was wow. And then obviously it was too late to try and get any more baubles sourced. So it was just crazy. She can't find it. She's drunk it. She's drunk it.
You've drunk it and hid in the glass.
It was one of them on Saturday night when we'd run out of Quaker gin. Yeah, get the baubles out. Yeah, what it was, it just took off, and everyone loved them. Come in a nice presentation box. So we decided this year we'll be a bit more prepared. So tomorrow, while the stills are running, I'll be filling Christmas baubles up at the same time. See, men can multitask.
I'll be doing
Never. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying what I love is, so do you have, here's a question, do you have Christmas baubles on your own tree?
Hell yeah.
Gin
Yeah.
baubles. I feel like I'm the only person who's never done a Christmas gin bauble. Oh yeah, look. People decorating their houses early this year to keep spirits up. Make sure you have plenty of baubles.
Yeah. And the good thing about these baubles is once you've got them, you can refill them. Just contact the distillers, order the minis, and refill your bauble.
Nice. Well, don't order minis, just order a full-size bottle.
Order a big bottle. And
come on, think it through, Paul. The thought of doing this makes, because I initially like decorating the tree with the kids. I kind of like the first 10 minutes. And then they like the first 10 minutes. And then they get bored and put Netflix on, and I just get into practice. My husband calls it practical mode. I feel like baubles might extend my 10 minutes to more like half an hour, which...
where to put the Christmas baubles, and then, yeah. And then you sit there looking at them all the time going, I'm having that one, then that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. I really look forward to doing them, because I think as well, for us, it's a really good way of getting people to try all our gins. You know, which
is the most important thing.
Yeah,
your gins, have them on a tree, looks good, ticks your Christmas decoration box, ticks your gift box, ticks your gin box. Result.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and we're working with a local fudge supplier as well. So we've got some. They're working with some recipes at the minute on rum and raisin fudge using Black Diamond, and also gin and tonic fudge. So we'll have that going soon. Wow. Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. And then I think the local bakery as well. So where we're based, the local baker in there has took a shine to our rum, and he's created some amazing. I don't know what you call them. What are they, like?
Rum yums.
Rum yums, he's called them. Yeah, they're a bit like a yum yum, but it's a rum yum.
And, I don't even know what a yum yum is, no matter a rum yum. But I'm happy. Yeah. I like this.
I'd never seen them before, but I tried one the other week, and they were absolutely awesome. Yeah, I think he made brownies as well using the rum. And it's good because there's that whole local vibe going on at the minute. You know, so it's good to be working with a local fudge supplier, the local baker. You know, we work with a local cheese and wine shop as well, and it's just great to have that local vibe.
I think, Paul, you've got to be on the Darlington Council Tourist Board or something.
Well, that was the idea, wasn't it? That was the idea why we did it. Local tourist attraction. That's what the 5-year plan was. Yeah. So
as soon as coronavirus and whatever lets us, there'll be a gang of us. You won't appreciate it, nor will you enjoy it. But we'll be up on a minibus with baubles.
Exactly. Sod Brexit and Monte Carlo, come to Monte Darlo.
Yes, exactly. Pop that on a label. Right. Should we tell everybody who won the competition?
Yep, go for it.
Right. So I'm just going to check that name because I don't. Here it is. And I want to read the message as well that this lady posted, because she posted it publicly to win the competition. So the lady who won, I'm going to put her name in here. It's a lady, and she posted on Sip and Share's page, is Amy Jane Beckett. I didn't say that very in like an announcement sort of way, did I? Very functional. Amy Jane Beckett. And Amy wrote, which nearly made me cry, love a Moscow Mule. So we asked people what their favourite cocktail was. Love a Moscow Mule to win. and then lots of lovely emojis. I'd love to win for my grandma. They are self-isolating at the moment and would love a little treat. They are the best grandparents in the world. And then I love this bit of detail. Granddad makes the best chip pan chips, and my grandma makes a mean cup of tea. We are keeping their spirits up, having online family quizzes and games of charades. And then she's tagged in her grandparents. So that was entry number 114, and she won. So that's lovely. So I will contact Amy, get her details, and pass them over to you.
Brilliant. Yeah, no, fantastic.
Lovely. Yeah. So whether she'll share it with the grandparents or not, or send them a mini, I don't know, but she'll enjoy it. I think she'll enjoy it no matter what. Isn't it? It's a very cute message. Right. So anything else we need to know about Little Quaker before we let everybody go to their Thursday evenings?
Just that, we just want to say thank you to all the support we've had over the last couple of weeks. The amount of sales we've had on Sunshine has been amazing the last few weeks, and to the people that support us, the people who keep coming back. As I say, this is our side job. We both work full time, and hopefully in the next sort of few months that might change, and Leanne gets the dream to run the distillery. But yeah, it's hard. It is hard work, and I think sometimes people forget. Or maybe they don't know that we work full time. People are placing an order up because it hasn't been delivered next day, and it's like, I didn't get in till like 7 o'clock from work, and then I was in the distillery till 9:10. It is hard work. But just thank you to everyone who supports us. People don't realise how much it means to us.
Yeah.
The little comments that you see on, some of the comments that we had from the people who tried Sunshine for the first time. It's always nice in the local area. You get people supporting you from the hometown. But when you're getting people from Wigan, Blackburn, Manchester, Ipswich, Bristol, and they're telling us how nice the gin is and stuff like that, they don't realise how much that means to us. It's really
Paul, God, after Amy's message and now this, I can't cope. And I've just found out it's Wednesday and not Thursday, so my head's I certainly do know how much it means to you, and I think I say it all the time. Buy British. Buy direct, support small businesses. It is so important because you are working your head off, your socks off to do this, and it is not this little thing that you pour out of a tap and it appears in a bottle and we package it up. It's got all of the hardship behind it, including the bloody recipe. Let's acknowledge that, shall we, as well? So yeah, that's a really nice thing to say, and we'll keep on supporting you. Oh look, Louise is smiling. Okie dokie. Right. Well, thank you very much, Dean. Leanne, remember to put my name with that sharp.
I will.
We've got a lot going on. And the Little Quaker is still on 30% off for the members, isn't it, until the end of the week, which is amazing. So 35 down to £24.50, which is awesome. So thank you so much again for doing that. And we will say bye to everybody. Pauline at Hogmore. We'll say bye to everybody. Have a lovely Wednesday evening. And I will see you very soon, Paul. Bye.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. See you later. Bye now. Bye.